Hi, this is Gary Kay. We're here at the Extron Experience Center in Las Vegas, ahead of InfoComm 2026, and I'm here with Gabe Gianguilano, and he is the you run you're part of the esports team here at Extron. You are the esports solutions manager.
I am,
and Extron has really gone head first into esports, and you've really simplified it quite a bit for people, for organizations that want and schools that want to get into it early.
Yeah, we have our team is great. We have Kevin Diltz in the Midwest, Lucas Hayworth on the East Coast. I support all of the West. I come from the esports industry. I was a former top 100 rated player. I direct programs, esports programs collegiately in K-12. And so we designed an AV system. We're hearing what the community is looking for.
Yeah.
They want a standardized esports AV system that kind of checks all the boxes. And that's what our esports competition kit does.
Well, this competition kit is an all-in-one option for a school to get to kind of go from where they might be at the entry level to like a mid-level, right?
Absolutely. So imagine a system or program that is just starting up. They only have a few PCs, maybe some consoles. Where do they start? And where do they want to be in 4 or 5 years?
Right.
So we're going to start with maybe one team that's able to bring in maybe a few different gameplay. Maybe we're showing some Rocket League here. But what we want to do is we want to have a live broadcast. So if you can imagine, this display is going to be our live event.
Stage display.
Yes, the stage someplace else. But this display over here, that is connected directly to OBS, Streamlabs, vMix. And anybody in esports knows, don't change what I'm already using.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you a cleaned up, funneled signal to your OBS system, and then you can go live to YouTube or Twitch. So one of the beauties about this, we also have annotation capability. So if me and Gary on our live stream, we can say, Gary, why are we currently tied right now? And you can say, well, this player right here is not picking up enough power or juice around the stadium, and that's why we're not converting goals. And back to you guys, and we can kind of cut back, in a production setting. But all esports programs are trying to do more production and broadcasting. And this one-stop shop.
This gives them an all-in-one kit.
Yes.
Right. And all right. So then, how scalable is it? How expandable is it if they want to go bigger?
I think that's probably the best part about the system like this. So if you want to move over onto this side, I'll show you a couple different designs. This here is a really good sample of what a CompKit system could look like. Imagine a classroom or some sort of system where we have 10 PCs.
So this is the system we just saw, basically.
It is, yes. So this is our casting desk. It's got full AV control of all these PCs, and we're not affecting any of the player gameplay. We're using hardware, not software. And we can, on the fly, just press one of those moving pictures, change our output to OBS, and it can go live. The two different flavors are DTP3 and NAV. This is a NAV design, so this
so if you want to go AV over IP, use NAV. If you want to stay HDMI, DTP.
DTP, yes, exactly. And there's flexibilities to both. I think the best is our NAV line. If your system will scale, grow in the future, if you find that you want a state championship in year 2 and you need a larger facility, just add on 20 more encoders to your larger system.
And so can you take the system that you bought as your entry-level system and scale it up and add to that system?
Yes, money and value is really important, right? So what I bought in year 1 will be usable in year 3, 4, and 5 as my program scales and grows.
All right, and do you give them the plans as well? Do you give them the as-built and exactly how to design the system?
All of our equipment will come with some config files so that you can have the same user experience, but you're also going to get starting GUI that can be customized to your school colors and maybe the layout or the stations that you currently have in your lab.
All right, so you have the ability to go NAV or stay HDMI. And all of this is on an esports microsite at Extron.com. So you can go to Extron.com to look it up. Gabe, thank you very much for doing this. I appreciate it. And of course, esports is one of the fastest growing things in college now as well. You mentioned K through 12, and you mentioned the professional leagues, but also in college, you now have Division I NCAA sport, and it's continuing to grow, right? I mean, this is going to only get bigger.
It's only going to get bigger. We're seeing some more action even in the simulation racing areas, departments, but I think a lot of pros are trying to build the path to pro, and that is now going to be through high school, college, and then ultimately pro.
And the nice thing about that market is the game companies are paying for a lot of that infrastructure. They're actually investing in the development of the college game. All right, so we actually have a podcast on all this as well. You can listen to our podcast, but of course you can go to Extron.com, check out the esports section on the website. And we've actually gone around this experience center here and actually done these videos for all the new products that were launched here at the show. So if you want to watch any of those, just go to ravepubs.com/infocom and type in Extron in the video search window. And of course you can see all of these products at Extron.com. Or if you're here in Vegas, this experience center is open all the time. It's not open just during InfoComm, so you can actually make an appointment and get a tour yourself.